This is the Simpit. I'm your host, Sean Cole, and welcome to tonight's race in the Sim Racing Systems Simpit Porsche Carrera Cup. Here we are for race number 2 of week number 4 of 6 weeks total. And we are at Imola once again, and I'm hoping for a better result than last night. I've done a few things. You can see a note here. It's a little hard to see on my wheel because it's a little dark. Race set. Got to remember to load that race set tonight. So that's going to be very, very important. So let's go ahead and make sure we load our qualifying set before we even get too far into business here. And load, and it says loaded SMC Imola Q2. So we're all set there. I also want to go over here. I'm still trying to figure out the thing on car paints. I'm in a stock paint, but a few guys are using their own paint job. So I was told there was something over here on the right. And let's see what we got here. SRS skins. And it looks like it is on. I'm not using a custom skin. Okay. But it looks like that is working now. And it looks like that is a custom skin right in front of me. So we are getting down to the end of practice, and we'll go right into qualifying. I have loaded my qualifying set, so we will we'll go ahead and try to make sure we change to our race set. It looks like I am a little dark on you guys today. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to find that halfway point where you can see the screen well on this camera and being able to see the shifter. I am using an H pattern. Look at that, I already hurt the thing just doing that. Let's go ahead and get out of the car, go back to the pits real quick, and we do have a qualifying set. So again, if you are new and you're watching this, we are running in Assetto Corsa. We are using the Porsche Pack 1 DLC content, and that allows us to run in the Porsche Carrera Cup RSR 3-liter, and that's a 70s Porsche Carrera, which is an incredible car. Beyond that, we are using Imola, which is one of the default tracks from the game or sim. So all you really need is the track, the game, and that one piece of DLC, and you're good to go. Looks like it's cycling into qualifying right now. We'll get ready to go. Beyond that, you'll need a Sim Racing System account. So if you go to simracingsystem.com, just sign up for a free account there. You can join our series and join in. Obviously, too late for tonight's race. But we'll be back next week, Thursday and Friday, same time, 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And you can join our series as well and for the next 2 weeks. And then we'll be making a car change and track change for the next season after that. So I'm going to get ready to get a qualifying underway. And yeah, I'm leaning towards the Ferrari 312, but I am taking suggestions. So I'm going to go ahead and roll on out and take it a little bit easy. I am going to be doing some heel-toe shifting. If you watched yesterday, I blew up the gearbox. And we're going to try to remember our load our race set. That's almost more important than our qualifying run. I'm going to try to do a lot more focusing today, El Bucho. Oh, sorry about that, you guys. I did that earlier today. Let me change that. I'm going to pull over here. Thank you so much for telling me, though. I really need to stop doing that. I did that this morning with the map, and I was talking about other things. There we go. Sorry, you guys. Max didn't have my back. He's sleeping right there. Thank you, Tom. I'm gonna try to drive a little relaxed today. Maybe try to slow things down, be a little smoother. Alright, taking our first time lap. Doing pretty conservative there. Oh, that ain't gonna happen, Tom. Cy Yip is here. Oh, missed that shift. Oh no! Totally lost my concentration there for a moment. Terrible. Son of a, you know what. Still haven't gotten that braking down where I need to be on the heel-toe method. You get very used to using your left foot. Switching your right foot is not all that easy. I'm having as much trouble with the braking as I am the shifting itself. It'll come in time. It's very easy to get used to such a thing. Wow, like 4 seconds off my pace. 12th of 22. Alright, at least we posted a time. That's an improvement over yesterday. Whoops! I hate that about Assetto Corsa. Why do I even have that as an option at that juncture? So again, off my pace, you can see struggling to get the H pattern under control. Definitely not as confident or competent. Cy Yip ran a 1:57.9. Give you an idea, George Vidal, who's also a very good racer, ran a 2 minutes, and that was only good enough for second place. I'm all the way back in 12th with that 2:05. 8 seconds, well, really more like 7 seconds off of Cy Yip. That is embarrassing. This is going to have to be dealt with right now. Let me just get chat back up so I can see it. And thank you, Tom. Thank you very much. And here, let me load this real quick. I don't want to forget, you guys. I've really made a mess of that. Load. SMC Imola 3 loaded. Let me just double check. Fuel. That's not right. That's really... Something went wrong with my saves. Shoot. That could have been the problem yesterday. I might have loaded my race setup, by the way. Let's go to load 2. And fuel 24. So we can go back to load 3 and hope that everything else is proper. Load 3, go to fuel, and crank it up to 24. Now I see what went wrong. I saved my setup incorrectly. I should save it again just to make sure that I don't make that mistake in the future. Oh, Wolf. Oh, I gave everyone that setup. Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry. What an error on my part. Oh, that is terrible. Yeah, I'm, you know, struggling because I just don't have enough laps under my belt. Give me a couple more laps. Give me more time. This week I was so busy, I literally got no opportunity to drive outside of the race other than the setup and attack the track, and I was still on paddle shifters for that. I've had a completely change of everything. I'm on hydraulic pedals versus T3PA. I'm on a direct drive wheel versus this Barco, the Thrustmaster TSXW, and then on top of it, throw in the shifter. So I'm not making excuses. For me, sim racing is about fun, having fun, putting yourself to the challenge, and making sure that I keep the challenge going is a good thing. So that's one of the reasons I don't mind doing this, even though yesterday was very embarrassing. All right, Wolf. Well, that's a good thing. It kind of saved you there, I guess. Yeah, each had there was a queue on the qual one, is how I differentiate the two, but I could use better naming as well. All right, here we go. Car is ready for us. 24 liters or gallons loaded. I can see that. Looks like we dropped another spot on the start. I noticed yesterday when I revved it up in gear, I got a lunge, even though you can see I have no dead zone or no issues there. Yeah, have fun, everybody. If anybody's in this race and watching the stream, have fun. Have a great race. Good luck to everybody. VR, I love that car. It's a front runner right now. Alright, I won't watch the chat. Come on, guys. There's no reason I should have been hit right there. Are you kidding me? That's 2 races in a row I got hit when I was giving all the room in the world. Today I'm going to take a little offense to that, 2 races in a row. I brag about the quality of driving in the series. These guys are making it look bad. Get off the track if you can't control your car. Seriously. I don't mind beginners, but if you can't control it, you have no business being in a public race. You don't have to be fast, but you do have to stay out of people's way. Alright, my rant's over. I'm concentration now. A lot of work to do. Was that too much rage? I thought that was pretty control. I've been really quiet. Sorry, guys. I agree on the racing thing. Whoop, 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 whoop. Had to kind of sacrifice that once I made a mistake. Looks like someone ran out of gas or got a cut. Little warpage there. I don't know if you guys saw that. Max attack. Sounded like I missed a shift there. I saw a little gearbox indicator. That spot kills me on the downshifting. Woo! Focus. Back to 11th after that slip up. That was a moment. Ten minutes left, halfway through, you guys. This has been an intense 10 minutes for me, I tell you that. Oh, mayhem up ahead. Gotta be really sensitive to brake lock up in this car. Ugh. Nope, this is stock sounds. Been a little sloppy since that mistake. Oh, too much, too much. Gotta go into save mode. Come on, Sean. Get mad! Wow. Want to know what makes me mad? Losing a damn position. Oh, come on. That was not for position. I believe that was a back marker. Yeah, gas, I'm cheating in. I hate when I do that. Whoa. That was a bad downshift. Thank you, John. Oh, come on. One minute. No, 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 no! Come on! No! I bumped him. Running out of time! Ah! Come on, that was a good race, though. That was fun. Why does it say leaders on the final lap? It's all over. It said leader was on the final lap before. Whoa. Whoa. I'm 99% sure the race is over. Yeah, maybe it isn't over. I screwed up. Sorry. I thought it said that long before. It was a minute to go when I crossed the line. Sai was probably 30 seconds ahead of me at this point. How was there another lap? I guess he was that close behind me, really. Son of a bitch, I could have got that spot. Oh, there's a spot. That's... Oh, that hurts. There's the checkered flag. I should have known better than that. Oh, alright. Well, we have a lot to learn from this one. Some things went good. Some things went not so good. Felt pretty decent towards the end with the shifting. I would have changed things that I learned about the track had I known I was going to be an H pattern. So that's something that would have been different for sure. You know, I'm pretty proud of making that comeback on a day where I'm still kind of getting up to speed with the shifting. So that I'm pretty happy about. A couple of critical errors that are unacceptable. Not knowing when the race is over is unacceptable. A couple of those errors I made during driving were unacceptable. So, yeah, to take away from this, next week we got to remember to load our qualify, save the correct race set, be a little sharper with the H pattern, and obviously not call it a day until we see the checkered flag, which is plain as day. I just for some reason had convinced myself that was the last lap, and when I was charging at that purple car, I just was like, this is it. I have 2 corners to go. I have 1 corner to go. Oh, I blew the exit. That's it. And I was convinced that was the end of the race. Finished 8th overall. Pretty happy about that. Let me just say a little congratulations to the guys here. And, yeah, all in all, not a bad race. You know, 8th place, you can't cry about that. Making that change at the last minute definitely cost me some time. Next week, I think I should at least be good for another 3 spots with the same H pattern. So, that's not the end of the world there. I'm not too disappointed in that effort. And, you know, a lot of people are like, well, you don't need to do that. I want to run the H pattern with this car because it is actually... very authentic to this car. I can't even imagine driving this car in real life without it having an H pattern. You're gonna have to heel toe it. It is an art and a skill in its own, and if you're capable of driving fast and doing it while doing an H pattern with heel toe, you know, my hat's off to you, that you're, you know, at the top of the class when it comes to that in sim racing. Yeah, only 2 more races, or 2 more weeks in the series. We run Thursday and Friday nights at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if Thursday works for you, you can do that. If Friday works for you, you can do that. If they both, you can run both races. It'll pick your best race of the week for your score. So 2 more weeks in this season, and then we'll move on to a new season, 6 more weeks of racing. And right now, the front vote getter is the Ferrari 312, but I am taking suggestions on both cars and tracks for next season. I will probably mix things up a little bit from what we did this week, or this season, just to keep it fun and exciting and fresh. So I hope you enjoyed today's race. I'm pouring in sweat, which usually means a good thing, because it's not even that hot today. That was just how much intensity it kicked up there at the end, trying to claw my way back from the beginning. 2 races in a row where I pretty much get taken out, doing everything I can to be conservative, give room, and yet somehow I still get hit. One thing I will say is the contact model in Assetto Corsa is a little funny. So between some warp, I know I got very upset at the moment. You know, who knows, maybe we weren't as close as you would think at the same time. Just a little side contact, and I got the bad results spinning off into the dirt. So that would, hopefully next week we'll qualify even better and stay out of the mayhem. And that's one thing that you think about qualifying and the importance. Well, it gets you out of trouble sometimes. So anyway, nonetheless, it was fun. 23rd at one point, all the way back up to 8th place. So that means we had a lot of on-track passing. A lot of guys spun off and were easy to get by, obviously, but a few good passes by me. So I'm pretty proud of that today as well. All in all, it was a good run. I'm pretty proud of that. Tom, I do not recall. We can look at that real quick. Let's get out of here. Excuse me. And let's see here. We'll go to schedule. And we'll be down at the bottom now. Next week, we're at Silverstone GP. And then following that with Barcelona Moto. So 2 distinctly different tracks, that's for sure. But we will be here on Wednesday night, 6 p.m., same as the race time, to do a setup and attack the track. We'll keep improving our setup, see if we can get a little more. I've had some people ask me to try to get a hold of a setup from Cy Yip and just kind of compare the difference in speed. Maybe I'll send an email and see if that works out. But again, I'd rather we just keep working our beginner setup, and we know how it handles if you've driven it as well. As long as we don't make that error on fuel, that'll be just fine. So, and Delicho, I'm not sure if they have this exact car. I know they have a few different Porsches to choose from, but I don't know if they have this exact version. This is, I believe, the 76, if I'm not mistaken. So, but yeah, we'll be here for that. And last thing I'll mention before I do call it to an end is that tomorrow morning is a very important show. Tomorrow morning will be the Sim Tunnel, where we'll discuss various topics on the Sim Tunnel and get everybody's opinion and feedback on certain things on the industry. And we'll talk about them really unhandcuffed in a way that we can just speak very openly, get our feelings out, and maybe see what we can do to help the industry be aware of what they need to do to improve or change. Tomorrow's topic, I will have a special guest. The topic is VR. Is this the future of sim racing? And being that I drive a lot in VR, but I don't race all the time in VR, I thought, wouldn't it be cool to get a special guest, somebody who uses VR regularly and somebody that you would all know. So, Gamer Muscle, James of Gamer Muscle, was kind enough to join me for tomorrow's show, and he will be here live, and you can talk to me, you can talk to James, and give us your thoughts on VR and ask any questions that you might have about VR as well. That'll be at 10 o'clock in the morning Pacific Standard Time. That's 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's USA. And that is when that interview or that topic of Sim Tunnel will be available for everybody. So I hope you'll join us for that show. It should be a lot of fun. I have some good and bad when it comes to VR. So I'll be giving you my thoughts, and I'm sure James will be giving you his thoughts, and any of you out there who use it, I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on the existing version, and I also want to talk about the future. Is this the future of sim racing? That will be part of the diversion or the side topic of the show. So hopefully you'll join us for that. That is today's race. Thank you all for joining. I had a good time in the race, had some trouble, had some fun, but had a good time overall. This is the Sim Pit. I'm Sean Cole, and I'll see you on the track.